Hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I am also known as the Taropist, and I am going to be your tarot card reader. Guys, we are just going to do a whatever comes out reading for the collective today. So, this can resonate for any placement of any sign at any time. I'm going to freestyle here, and we're going to pull some cards from the Moon Magic deck, the Moonology Oracle deck, and then the Light Seers Tarot as well. And guys, I am going to go into a little bit of an introduction about myself and the channel. For those of you who have already heard this all before or not interested in hearing it in the first place, you are going to be able to click on the little pinned comment below or on the on the timestamp in the little pinned comment below to jump right into the beginning of the reading. And for those of you who are interested in knowing a little bit more about myself, again, I am the Taropist, and anything that you would ever need to know about myself or my channel, you can find in the description box below, the channel description, or my community tab. You can always check out my website, which is www.thetaropist.com. I am currently closed for the Zoom and FaceTime personal readings. However, I am available for the pre-recorded and email personal readings, and anything you would anything you would need to know about those is going to be in the description box below for you. If you have any questions, guys, if that doesn't sum it up for you, then you can always email me, and that's also listed in the description box below. And obviously, personal readings are going to be the only way for me to guaranteed for me to pick up on your personal situation and energy, guys. But if you're unable to or uninterested in a personal reading and you'd like me to be more likely to pick up on your personal situation in my collective readings, then do make sure that you are engaging with the channel in some way. This makes it a little bit easier for me to pick up on your personal threads of energy as opposed to the others that are possibly viewing the reading. Okay. So again, I just channel information here and I pick up on different people's energies and different scenarios and situations. And if you'd like me to be more likely to pick up on yours, then some easy ways that you can engage with the channel are by liking or commenting on any of the videos or community tab posts. You can certainly always share my content. And my personal favorite, and I think the most powerful way for me to be able to pick up on your personal situation more powerfully is going to be by you clicking the little subscribe button below. If you are going to subscribe to the channel, guys, and you would like to be notified when I do upload or go live in the future, then please make sure that you have your notifications set to all. And let's get rocking on these Moon Magic cards just to see what kind of situation we're working with today. If you have anything that you would like answered, again, if you're not interested in a personal reading and you'd like me to answer some questions for you, you can certainly always comment, by the way, and maybe I can answer you there, or you can set your intentions for the readings for this and future readings if you have any particular questions you'd like answered. And that's a fun way to also see how powerful and magical the divine really is. So beauty raises my vibration. I seek it out for healing and joy. And you have, I am getting Venus energy on that, by the way. So Taurus and Libra, you could be either one of those signs and you don't have to be, but I am getting like the physical beauty of things. And I have a balanced relationship with time. I use my time well. I am getting like pampering energy. So I need to be, make sure that you're getting enough rest and taking care of yourself in all ways. And it says here, I know myself deeply and find myself worthy. Okay. Because I want you to treat yourself like you've already made it. Some things that are coming up for me right now are about how when I was very depressed and feeling like I didn't have the energy to do anything, I always thought about how well I would take care of myself if I had made it, if I had some sort of financial success in my life. And I don't know why this is coming out, but it's saying here basically to act like you've already act as if. Okay. So this is kind of like the law of assumption here. And it's saying to take good care of yourself as if you're already living the life that you dream of living. So getting your self-care routine. Now, this is going to seem a little cheesy, but when I was not doing well financially, but I wanted to start a self-care routine, I did go to Five Below. And you can find any place, maybe even Target or Walmart will have some healthy, try to keep it healthy or keep the ingredients non-toxic, but some pampering things that will be very beneficial. Some things I'm going to give to you that are coming through right now For skincare routines, of course, you can do this Korean skincare and all whatever is going on in the world today, but some really beautiful skincare items that I use and that I've always used, that do tend to stay on the cheaper side. They're still very, and they're not cheap when you purchase them, but they last a long time. Are castor oil for a skincare routine. If you maybe want to put that on your face at night or something like that. Obviously, staying hydrated and keeping your nutrients up. So eating nutrient dense foods is going to be another really powerful way. But for a skincare routine, they're saying like they want you to have an actual routine that caters to something that you maybe don't think you care a lot about. But they are saying that taking good care of yourself and feeling beautiful is very important here. And some really good ways to do that, again, are by maybe using some really powerful healing oils, castor oil, jojoba oil, and what is that? With not witch hazel, but frankincense has been another one I use. And there's one more that I'm thinking of. Castor oil, jojoba oil. Anyways, those are some really good ones for the skincare portion, or in any part of your body. And you can also look into different things you can do with that castor oil. It has been a really powerful healing element in my life. But again, it really takes ages, years off of your skin if you use this consistently. But more importantly than that, they just want you to cater to the parts of you that feel beautiful when you feel beautiful, that feel good or more aligned when you are feeling beautiful. Okay. And so then eating healthy and taking good care of yourself and getting enough exercise are some other things that are coming through for you. And let's get some tarot. Yeah. So part of raising your frequency here is going to be to stop denying the reality that you feel better about yourself when you feel like you look better. Okay. And of course, I'm not meaning in a shallow way here. This is a genuine, the better you feel about yourself, the more you attract things to feel better about. And the Four of Wands is saying that you're raising your frequency, you're in the process of doing so. And a lot of times that starts out with a really dark night of the soul, or a really lower, like a very dark place. So because there's a lot of usually trauma or things that need to be healed, and they will have to come up to the surface to be felt. All of this, by the way, is in the same process of raising your frequency and leveling up in this lifetime. Okay. So now they're saying that you've gone through this dark night of the soul. And I want to say, let yourself go. And I did as well. And now it's time, like you're getting some energy back. And they're saying that what's going to pour into this energy and feed it even further, of course, nutrient dense foods, getting out into the earth and grounding. But aside from that is a self-care routine, or pampering yourself and taking time out for yourself to rest, to not always be a part of the rat race, to not always be so productive, by the way. But let some of this energy be poured into you feeling good about the way you look and the way you feel. Okay. Again, because you are raising your frequency here, they're saying like you've spent enough time doing all the hard work, which is just kind of letting yourself go while you shed that egotistical layer, and where everything doesn't have to be about the way you look, and you kind of let that go. But now it's time to get back into you feeding that side of you too, because we do have an ego and a soul. And our ego doesn't want to be denied, but we are, what we're trying to do is come into balance here between the head and the heart, or the soul and the ego here, where we can cater to both, without destroying the other. Okay. So again, I feel like you're coming out of a dark night. I keep watching you kind of crawl out of like a cave, and then I don't know where the dark night is coming from, but it's here. So we may get the hermit card or something like that. And we may not, but I'm going to probably do one more card or two. We did get the Knight of Pentacles, which does talk about that this process might not be fast. And I want to say at moments it's felt even stagnant, or like you weren't going anywhere. And the moments where you literally couldn't move, by the way, are the moments where most of the growth occurred. So I know it felt like you could only lay in bed. Maybe you were even laying in bed and crying, but it felt like you couldn't move. But what you were working on is a foundation that nobody is going to be able to knock you off of. Again, what you are gaining from the process is, well, first of all, the healing that occurs when you're just feeling it. So the only way to heal it is to feel it. And the only way past it is through it. So there was a lot of things that you were working your way through in order to raise your frequency here, but you can't raise your frequency by brushing things under the rug or by kind of suppressing any of the things that you've been suppressing for the entirety of your life. And then again, the Knight of Pentacles does it's Virgo energy or any earth sign here. You could be any of the above, but it does talk about a time, well, again, where whatever we're working on here, while it might not feel like it's moving very quickly, it is something that is substantial and will last a lifetime. And I want to say that they're also bringing up, because Virgo does rule over the sixth house, and they're talking about your daily routines. Okay, so it is saying here that that this is a very important thing for you. Maybe you used to have one, or maybe you never have, but it's like you don't even know how important this is for you to have this daily routine of beauty. It's a beauty routine or a healthcare, or like a well, it is bringing up health as well. So taking good care of your health and fitness. So having a program that you cater to on a daily basis. And then, of course, making sure that you take time off as well. So don't get so comfortable in your time off that you don't come back to your routine, but making sure that you have a program that caters to you feeling your absolute best. Okay. The Two of Wands here. And then we have the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So the Two of Wands is a card of taking action, or a need to take action towards your goals. And I want to say this could be, because this keeps coming through, is like weight loss or any type of goal. Like you keep seeing something that you wish you had or you wish you were. And it's like, as long as we're taking steps, even if they're small, in the right direction, and making sure that we have a routine that we don't stray from, this is how we're going to get to our wish fulfillment. And everything we've ever dreamed of in this lifetime with the Nine of Cups are total emotional fulfillment. And again, it's saying that that this is going to be the way that you don't ever fall completely off again. Okay. Or slip back into that dark night of the soul. And this is how you're going to slowly crawl out of that dark night. We are going to get some Moonology Oracle cards as well to close the reading. But a beautiful reading here. It just says that you are leveling up, you're raising your frequency. And sometimes, unfortunately, if you have a lot of trauma that you had been suppressing, it feels like you're dying for a minute there. And I want to say again, the dark night of the soul, where you literally couldn't get out of bed. Now you're getting out of bed, but you're not doing the things that are going to feed you, again, on an egotistical level, maybe, but it also feeds your soul. And this is saying making sure that your routine is set up for you to look and feel your absolute best. I do feel like you have a lot of opportunities that are going to be coming your way that will lead to a very emotionally fulfilling life and lifestyle. But if you're not feeling prepared for those things or worthy of those things, then we're going to miss those opportunities, is what's coming through. And we threw that across the room. Let's see what we can do. And we have the answers you need are coming. By the way, I maneuvered that card. It's like there is a way to kind of strategically do whatever it is you're doing here methodically. And I want to say that you have some big goals, and then it's like, but let's start out with the little goals, like you feeling good about yourself again. Expect powerful change. It's like the way you feel when you're taking good care of yourself is actually going to help you get onto the right frequency or timeline for all of these opportunities that I'm talking about here, that is going to lead to a very emotionally fulfilling time in your life. But making sure, it says communication is key on the bottom here. So you could be a Gemini now as well. But it's like this monumental shift that you've gone through. Again, it felt like you downgraded for a moment there, because maybe you let go of some materialistic or third dimensional things that you felt like validated you in some way. But those things were actually just putting a Band-Aid on the fact that you weren't feeling fulfilled or validated from within. So now you've gone through this dark night of the soul where you no longer need external validation. And so the beauty routine, or this self-care routine, that I'm talking about, you getting down to a science, is not about what other people think of you. This is about how you feel about yourself, how you're presenting yourself to the world. And again, the opportunities that will come to you when you know your worth. So we're getting into this routine so you can trust yourself to stick to a program. And so that you can see results. And again, the self-respect that comes along with this type of a program, or taking care of yourself in this way, so that you can take these opportunities and handle them properly or appropriately. And I've said "and" way too many times. It's driving me crazy, but I'm trying to get the rest of the message out here because I do feel like we are here to the end. But communication is key. And I just want to say, when you're feeling less than worthy, it's hard to communicate clearly. It's hard to even know what you need, but how to communicate your needs, have boundaries. They're saying something about also this is going to help you to set boundaries and know your worth. And again, so that you're not taking opportunities that are not going to be for your best or greatest good. So you're not just settling for opportunities that are not conducive to your best life. They want you to make sure that you're communicating your boundaries clearly so that you don't get stuck in a situation that's going to take away from all of the work that you've done so far. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. I am going to leave the reading there. If you've made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button, and I will see you in the next reading.